Bonoan just resigned and his resignation was accepted by President. Gusto ka nga naming tanungin, Secretary, total kare-resign mo lang naman kahapon. Gusto mo pa bang ikaw ang sasagot o you would like to beg off and allow somebody or have you deputized an official with you today na siya nang magsasalita in your behalf para kung gusto mo nang mag-beg off, it's up to you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, Your Honor. Your Honor, I just want to make a manifestation that on account of the subpoena ad testificandum that I was served for this hearing, I just wish to make that on record that the President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has accepted my resignation as Secretary of Public Works and Highways on effective today, September 1, 2025.
So what is your pleasure, sir?
In view of this circumstance, Your Honor, that effective today, September 1, and since I am no longer the Secretary of Public Works and Highways and I don't have the official capacity to represent the department, that I may be excused on the proceedings at this point in time, Your Honor.
We can do that, Mr.
Mr.
Secretary,
Chair.
and we will thank you for having raised our inquiry today. But we expect that you have, before you finally exited from the public office, I think you have deputized somebody who will represent the entire department for questioning before this inquiry today. Have you done that?
Your Honor, the people that had been invited from the department are all here, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Senator Risa.
Mr. Chair, bagamat gaya ng sinabi ng Chair at ni former Secretary na tanggap na ang kanilang pagbibitiw, however, I would still like to appeal at least dun sa institutional memory ni dating Secretary Bonoan. Kahit dun lang po sa naitanong ko na po sa kanila kanina, if I may, Mr. Chair and the good former Secretary, kahit yun lang ba dun sa tanong na nasisilip na po ba ng department kung may practice po ang mga diskaya sa kanilang mga kumpanya na pinapahiram or pinaparent out yung mga lisensyang hawak nila. Kaya nakapaggagawa di umano ng daang-daang mga proyekto at any one time, particular po sa flood control. Nangyayari po ba yon, former Secretary Bonoan?
If I may, but this is already an official, Your Honor.
I understand, Mr. Chair.
The issuance of a contract is based on a bidding process, and the process involves the pre-qualification of contractors, and the pre-qualification of contractors is just based on the documents that they have to submit, their contract accreditation, license, whether they are they have a license for A, AA, AAA, and things like this, depending on the project that they're going to implement. And then they have to submit the list of equipment that they're going to use into that project, whether it is owned or leased, Your Honor. And then the other document that they have to submit is actually their net contracting capacity. And this is based on a certification coming from the Bureau of Internal Revenue, Your Honor. So these are the three documents that we use in assessing actually all those who are entitled to participate, Your Honor.
But Mr. Chair, pagkatapos nyo ma-ascertain na base sa tatlong dokumentong yon, may capacity nga po sila. Did it ever occur to the department before na baka pinaparent out nila or pinapahiram nila yung mga lisensya nila? Naisip po ba yon ng department dati? At sinimulan na po bang tignan o investigahan po iyon, Mr.
Yes,
Chair?
Your Honor, we take into a look actually the capacity and capability of the contractor. Now, in the field, there are certain there are certain components of the projects that may be locally implemented. But again, Your Honor, at the end of the day, it will still be the responsibility of the contracting party.
So, Mr. Chair, posible po locally,
Yes.
at least locally, na may mga parte ng proyekto
Yes.
na para doon pinapagamit ng Diskaya companies yung kontrata o lisensya nila para ibang construction company kahit locally ang gumagawa.
It might be, Your Honor.
Might be. I'll just pursue that during my turn to question, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you, thank
Salamat
you.
po,
Mr.
Mr. Chair.
Before you recognize Senator Bato, just one question addressed to Ms. Rimando. Ms. Rimando, bago ka naging CEO ng St. Timothy, ano naging trabaho mo?
Nagtrabaho din po ako sa St. Gerard, Mr. Chair.
Ano trabaho mo sa St. Gerard?
HR Manager po, Mr. Chair.
HR? Ano ibig sabihin ng HR for the education of the public?
Human Resource po.
Tapos naging CEO ka ng St. Timothy.
Yes po.
Sino pinakikinggan mong boss? Sino pinakikinggan mong boss?
Pinakikinggan ko pong boss.
Ikaw ba ang boss ng St. Timothy o meron kang pinakikinggan na iba? Di ba si Madam Sara?
Ay, hindi po. Regarding po sa St. Timothy, ako po.
O sa St. Gerard?
Sa St. Gerard po, wala na po akong ano doon.
So
Mr.
ikaw na
Chair.
susunod?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Alright. Sige, mamaya magtatanong ulit. Thank you.
Senator Bato is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair,
Before that,
yeah.
I think the good secretary is asking to be excused. You're excused, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Personally, I would like
participation.
to thank you for coming over. Bagamat hindi na po kayo ang kalihim ng DPWH. Thank you for attending.
Thank you
and
so very
respecting
much.
the subpoena of this institution, the Senate.
Thank you so very much, Your Honor, and thank you for the opportunity that
And
you
good
have
luck
given me.
in your future journey.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Senator Bato.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I request the presence of MG Samidan Construction? Dito ba? I was informed
I'm here, Your Honor.
is around. MG Samidan. Ay, yes, ma'am.
I'm here po, Your Honor.
Since your registration as corporate
Po sa construction, in 1991, it was started by my husband as authorized managing officer. Tapos nung namatay po siya noong 2007, I have to register again. But yung trade name po namin, yung trade name po ng asawa ko, yun pong ginamit namin. And this is a sole proprietorship company po, sir. In 2019, though, I've registered this company, but it's MG Samidan Construction and Development Corporation with the purpose sana of incorporating po, may magpa-transition sana sa corporation yung sole proprietorship. But nung nangyari na po yung COVID, hindi na po natuloy. So we have been using this sole proprietorship company until today, sir, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that. Dito muna tayo mag-focus sa 5.02 billion from 2022 to 2025. Saan po itong mga flood control projects na ito makikita?
Mostly sa car po, Your Honor.
Lahat ito, Cordillera region?
With yung may nearby provinces lang po sa may La Union at Pangasinan. Pero mostly po sa car region po.
Direktahan na kita, ma'am. Itong flood control projects niyo na ito, na 5.02 billion pesos. Meron bang ghost project nito?
Wala po, Your Honor.
So kung isa-isahin natin yan, puntahan natin from lahat ng ginawa nyo, from 2022 up to 2025, wala talaga tayong ma-identify na ghost project.
Wala po, Your Honor.
So, thank you for that answer. I hope so na wala. Otherwise, kung may makita tayo later on, you are under oath. I suppose you know the consequences
Yes po, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
At
Thank you po.
gaan yung pick up yung accreditation ninyo na ganito, nag-start lang sila sa 250,000 pesos. Hindi kayo nagulat na within a span of 2019, tapos pagdating ng 2022, 3 years, 2019 to 2022, 3 years, biglang nakakuha sila ng billion-billion na projects. Hindi ba kayo nagtataka nito?
Your Honor, PICAP doesn't have an idea regarding the projects that a certain company secures. Like I said, we are not...
Di ba kayo ang mag-accredit ng ano yun, yung 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, gano'n ba yun?
Yes, sir. We do the accreditation in terms of category and ARCC, but it is the basis for the implementing agency to qualify that particular contractor on the basis of the categorization and the ARCC. Categorization from E to quadruple A is a measure of the capacity of a contracting company. But like medium A, small a, large B is a measure of the capability of the company. So that means that even if you are a quadruple A company, if your ARCC is small a, then you cannot do billions and billions of projects. And for example, medium A is only until 150 M. So that is on a per contract basis, Your Honor. So every time they bid, they're only allowed to bid for a project until 150 M.
Thank
Chairman,
you.
I think the
Yes.
question of Senator Bato, with a company having a 250,000 paid up capital, that very minuscule amount paid up capital doesn't come into the picture in issuing a categorization for her license? Wala
Yeah.
bang bearing yun? Yun ang tanong niya.
Your Honor, the basis of the basis of a the basis of a financial of a worth of a company is based on its net worth. Yeah, its net worth in 2019 was 39,484,000. Yeah. Now, the 250,000 pertains to their corporation, but until now, they don't have a license for their corporation.
What do you mean? What corporation? Itong
Samidan, Your Honor.
Samidan?
Yeah.
Walang lisensya ito?
No, they have sole proprietorship, Your Honor. They do not have a license for their corporation. Is that correct, ma'am?
Okay.
So you are saying that even a sole proprietorship can be given license by the PICAB,
Yes, Your Honor. There is no prohibition.
notwithstanding the fact that he or the company has only 250,000 paid up capital, according to Senator Bato. First of all, what is the category of your license?
If I may explain it po.
Hindi, anong category niyo ba?
General Engineering A. But we are not using the corporation po. We are using the sole proprietorship. The corporation.
Yeah, I
has
think
no-
that's very clear already.
Yes.
Wala pa kayong lisensya. So ang ginagamit nyo is sole proprietorship. Ang tinatanong namin, ano pong category ng inyong lisensya?
It's registered at PICAP as General Engineering A po.
A.
A po, yes po, Your Honor.
So pagka A po kayo, ang allowable range of contract is only 300 million. Tama?
Sir, nakakabid po kami according to experience and according po sa sinabi.
Doesn't matter kasi merong ano rito, merong range eh.
Yes.
Kapag ka quadruple A ka or triple A up to large B, merong ano yan eh. That will be 450 billion. Ngayon ang tinatanong kasi Senator Bato, sa nakikita ko, nakakakuha ka ba more than or up to 300 million?
Ay, hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi, kasi lalabas ito.
Yes, as
You are under oath kapag napatunayan na with your category A, nakakuha ka ng more than 300 million, then you will be charged as lying. Baka makontem ka. So, nakakasiguro ka na hindi ka nakakuha ng 300 million?
isang single project po yun, Your Honor.
Di ba yan ang
Or-
usapan, Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir. For a category A contractor with an equivalent size range
So,
of medium B, they can
ang
bid up
sinasabi
to
niya,
300
hindi siya nakakakuha ng more than 300 million. Tama?
Na single project po, Your Honor.
Senator Bato?
Yeah, ma'am. Just be sure, ma'am, ha? Kasi within the span of 3 years, 5.022 billion. Pag didetalyahin natin yan, baka mamaya may lalabas dyan na more than 300. I'm just cautioning you.
Kasi pag ang ginawa mo, binrecap mo, ito yung splitting of contract. Halimbawa, 500 million. Ang ginawa mo in cahoots with the DPWH district engineer, 100, 100, 100, o in-split mo yung contract. Then you were able to circumvent the law. So you have to be very careful. Baka sinasabi mo per contract. Oo nga, pero in-split ninyo because malalaman po namin yun eh. In the end, you will be confronted with the reality na nagsinungaling po kayo dito. Kaya sinasabi namin kanina pa, yung totohanan lang. So, wala kayong in-split na contract?
Wala po, Your Honor.
O sige, tingnan natin. Senator
Yeah, Mr. Chair, according to records, ma'am, you have 58 flood control projects totaling to 5.022 billion. So, siguruhin po ninyo na out of the 58, ha, walang lampas sa 300 doon. Otherwise, ha? 58 flood control projects. Dali lang.
Imposible,
Kuha tayo ng calculator.
Mr. Chairman, imposible. 5 billion,
5 billion divided by 58.
Oh.
let me help you, madam.
Yes po, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
2024, ilan po ang flood control projects ninyo? 2024, last year.
I'm not aware po sa numbers, but since 20...
Hindi po kita matutulungan kung hindi nyo alam.
Yeah.
2024, ilan po yung projects ninyo? Lahat?
Sa flood control projects po, from 2022 to 2024...
Hindi nga 2024 lang para sandali lang tayo.
I cannot recall for... I cannot
O
recall
ngayon,
for now.
2025, ilan ang pinoprosecute ninyong flood control projects?
Sa ngayon pong 2025, wala pong na-award.
Wala kayong project ngayon.
Sa flood control po, Your Honor.
2024, hindi mo ma-recall.
Yes, what I prepared is only from 2022 to 2025 that we have 58 flood control projects po, Your Honor.
Were you able to execute several projects at the same time? Halimbawa, sa isang taon, 10 ang inyong ginagawa. Pwede ba yon?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. Sabihin na lang natin 10 ang projects nyo in 2024. Ilan pong technical people ang hawak ninyo to dedicate them sa 10 projects which you are executing all at the same time?
We have several people po.
I'm not
technical
talking
people.
about several people. I'm talking about technical people and technical equipment. Each project must have dedicated personnel.
We
Project A, for example, meron kang 5 na engineers dyan. Iba-iba ang katungkulan yan. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yon sa ibang project.
Yes, po, Your
O, 10 yun. Sabi kanina, inamin mo, there are 10 simultaneous projects being undertaken by your company. Ang ibig mo ang sabihin, kung 5 tao yon, meron ka 50 engineers?
May organizational chart po na nakalagay doon.
Madam,
Kaya
I'm not talking of the organizational structure. We're talking about your ability to execute 10 projects at the same time. Lalong-lalo na, yung iba nasa Mindanao, yung iba nasa Cebu, yung iba nasa Baguio, isa sa Batangas. You cannot do that. Otherwise, magsisinungaling ka dito. Kasi malalaman po natin ito. Kaya ganito yung pagtatanong namin para makita natin. Kasi kapag sinabi mong you can execute 10 projects in 1 year, kailangan mong magkaroon at the very least 50 engineers. Kasi ang gagawin ninyo, yung nakadedicate sa Project A, yun din ang Project B, Project C. Hindi po pwede yun. Sa kontrata po at sa batas, hindi pwede yun. So kung meron kang 100 engineers sa pool mo, babayaran mo lang ba ng 100,000 ng isang... You will have an overhead of about 10 million per month. Hindi kakayanin ng isang kumpanya yun. So lilitaw po at lilitaw. Yun po yung tinatanong ni Senator Bato. Sir, continue.
Mr. Chair, 58 within 3 years. So hindi lang 10 yan kung divided by 3 yung 58. Example. Thank you.
10 example lang, sasabit ka na eh.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair.
With the indulgence of the gentleman from Davao, Mr. Chair, may we invite the Government Procurement Policy Board or GPBB? Kasi po, Mr. Chair, dito po sa listahan na hawak ko rito, isa si MG Samidan Construction na sinasabi sa GPBB ay may poor, unsatisfactory CPS rating. Yan po ang sabi at ilan pa mga kumpanya rito. So can we invite them? Kasi ang tanong po, na blacklist na pala ito kasi ang sinasabi po dito, ang guidelines po ng GPBB, pag ikaw may unsatisfactory na performance or poor CPS rating, dapat ikaw ay not allowed anymore to join and receive flood control projects. So may we invite this board para magpaliwanag kasi kasama po si Samidan dun, sir, na sinasabi na had poor, unsatisfactory CPS rating at iba pang kumpanya, Equiparco, kasama din po, Tiki, Alertiki, Hightone, Road Edge, Sunwest, Legacy, EGB Construction. Ito po kailangan ho siguro may magpaliwanag dito bakit pinapayagan na makatanggap ng flood control projects when in fact, they were already deemed yung kanilang proyekto unsatisfactory, Mr. Chair, at bakit nakakuha pa rin ito ng proyekto mula sa DPWH, Mr. Chair. So may we invite the GPBB to join us on the next hearing, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Senator. And before we continue, let me acknowledge Senator Mark Villar's presence. So, continue, Senator Bato.
Yes,
You have
last
still,
question, Mr. Chair. Last question.
You still have 1 minute.
Yeah. Andito bang COA? Sinong COA representative?
Morning po, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. This is on ghost projects already paid. BIR Commissioner Romeo Lumagi Jr. said contractors found guilty of under-declaration or evading taxes will not be issued updated tax clearances, effectively disqualifying them from future government projects and suspending settlement of their current contracts. He addressed reports on ghost flood control projects, which the government had fully paid for and declared as completed, but which, upon subsequent verification and validation, were discovered to have never been actually constructed or physically undertaken. Malinaw na sa BIR report na ito na may mga proyektong fully paid pero hindi naman ginawa. Paano nakakalusot ito sa inyong post-audit at bakit hindi kaagad nakikita bago ma-release ang final payment. Can you respond to that, Mr. Chair?
Your Honor, the audit team or the audit teams under the DPWH has already issued notices of disallowances based on the absence or non-submission of the disbursement vouchers, and doon din po sa mga may technical deficiencies noted by the audit teams po.
Yun nga. Itong mga project na ito nga, na verified, validated, na ghost projects talaga, hindi ginawa. So ano nga ang papel ng kuha dito? Hindi ninyo ito nakita. Sabi mo, granting na post-audit ginawa ninyo.
Yes po.
Pero ito fully paid na eh.
Yes
So
po, Your
we
Honor.
presume na
Yes po.
nag-conduct na kayo ng post-audit dito.
Meron na po, Your Honor, hindi po siya na post-audit, kaya po nag-issue na po si auditor ng notices of disallowances para doon po sa mga projects na yun, Your Honor. At doon sa mga hindi po sinubmit na disbursement vouchers po.
Are you happy with her answer, Senator Bato?
I'm not satisfied, Mr.
If
Chair.
I may
I'm not satisfied.
provide po, Your Honor, for...
Ang tinatanong niya po, Madam,
Yes po.
paano nyo inaudit yung ghost project?
Yes, Your Honor. Doon po sa case po kasi ng Bulacan, Your Honor, marami pong hindi na-submit na disbursement vouchers. So, hindi naman, kahit several...
Ang ibig nyo sabihin, nagdidepende lang kayo sa mga papeles, sa
ay,
dokumento?
hindi po, Your Honor. Kaya nga po, dahil hindi po sila nakapag-submit, nag-issue na po ang audit teams ng notices of disallowance.
Hindi
Kayo, mahirap, Mr. Chair, mahirap na puro lang tayo notice of disallowance na klarong-klaro na ito na ghost project.
Yes, Your Honor. Yung hindi po kasi pag-submit ng account, sir, or yung disbursement vouchers, pwede pong kasuhan din yung mga persons liable na hindi nag-submit doon sa...
Hindi, wag mo muna akong
Opo.
wag mo akong dalhin doon sa mga papel yan,
Opo.
mga disbursement na yan. Kuha. Kung mag-post audit kayo, di ba pupunta kayo sa area, tingnan nyo kung saan ang project.
Yes po.
O ngayon, hindi nyo nakita. Ano, hanggang kuan lang kayo? Hanggang disallowance lang kayo? O hindi nyo nakita. O ano ngayon? So, hindi ba papilin nyo yan as Commission on Audit na mag-file lang kaso?
Yes po, Your Honor. Yun po yung susunod na hakbang
Ay, susunod.
po ng
Kailan
COA.
pa susunod?
Kasi,
Naubos na ang pera ng gobyerno ito. Nabayaran na lahat itong project na ito na hindi nagawa. Tapos ngayon, susunod pa. I am so, alam mo, yung mga tao na nanonood sa atin, sabihin nila, kaya pala naglipana yung ghost projects dahil yung kuha, kabagal kumilos.
Hindi po, Your Honor. Gusto ko lang pong iklaro na yun pong sinasabi nating Ghost Project na isa po sa mga nabisita ay 2025 transactions po siya. At declared po siya na completed as of July 2025. Yun pong disbursement vouchers po niya ay hindi pa po due for submission noong August po na unang hearing natin.
Kailan ninyo mapapailan na kaso ito? Because the people are impatient. The people are impatient with all this corruption na
Yes,
nangyari.
Your Honor.
Kailan nyo ipapile? Can you give us a...
Ganito po siya,
definite
Your Honor.
answer?
Opo. Ganito po siya. Di ba po kasama po siya doon sa ating special audit. Sa ngayon po, fina-finalize po yung audit highlights natin sa special audit. Doon po sa audit highlights,
alam mo, yung
yes, Your Honor.
mga tao
Opo.
nakikinig sa atin
Yes
ngayon,
po.
hindi pasok sa utak nila yung special, regular audit or what.
Yes po.
Ang tanong ko sa iyo, kailan nyo tumapailan ng kaso?
The soonest possible time po, Your Honor.
What is the soonest time?
Dahil i-issue po ngayon yung ating
Kaya, what is the soonest time? Estimate.
this month po, Your Honor.
This month.
Opo.
Mapailan nyo ito ng kaso?
Opo.
Ngayon, sino ang pwede nyo papailan ng kaso?
Sir, based po doon sa audit, sir, yung mga yung mga persons liable po, pwede pong management officials ng DPWH at ganun din po yung mga contractors po.
Mr. Chair. So this month,
Interjection, Mr. Chair.
If I may.
Sir, excuse me. Akala ko ba meron time limit dito kasi marami pang mga nakapila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then by 2 o'clock, ano na tayo, adjourn. So,
As a matter of
paano,
fact, your
paano
5
pa natin
minutes, sir,
ma...
is finished already. So, okay.
Thank you, thank you.
But
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
may I interject with the indulgence of Senator Bato, Mr. Chairman? If I may, in the same topic, Mr. Chairman, with regard to COA reports, Mr. Chairman, if I may, just a few queries, Mr. Chair.
Where is
Yeah.
na? Kasi
Yes,
nakalinya
Mr.
yung
Chairman,
mga-
because I heard, because I'm sure a lot of our people are listening and watching. Very interesting yung ni-raise ni Senator Bato. Ma'am, from COA, what's the difference between fraud audit and yung audit highlights? At binabanggit nyo matatapos na po ito. Is that correct? Because that's the reason why the chairperson of COA is not here today, because he's finalizing it today. Am I correct, ma'am?
Your Honor, opo. Yung fraud audit po, ang result po ng kanyang, or report po na lalabas, ay yung pong audit highlights po natin. The audit highlights would contain the significant or yung key takeaways po doon sa ating fraud audit, wherein the nature of the alleged fraud and the persons liable, at saka yung mga gathered po na evidence, ang lalamanin po ng ating highlights. Kailangan po ng due process, sir, kailangan po munang ipareceive doon sa mga persons liable para po mag-comment po sila at magbigay din po ng kanilang panig.
Yes, now I understand. Okay? So, si Senator Bato, tinatanong niya yun, dun sa audit highlights, dun makikita yung nature ng alleged fraud, yung evidence gathered, and the parties involved. Am I correct? So, matatapos na po yan. Mr. Chairman, if I may respectfully move that we subpoena itong binabanggit ng ating guest from COA, yung matatapos nila na fraud highlights, immediately i-furnish ng copy itong Blue Ribbon Committee, even, Mr. Chairman, even while awaiting the response of the respondents. And also, once they responded, Mr. Chairman, we'd also like to subpoena the copies of the responses of the respondents as soon as they are submitted to COA. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, excuse me. Mr. Chair, because the last time I was here, I was only allowed 2 questions by you. And yet, mga kasamahan ko rito, bilang respeto sa mga kasamahan ko, they were allowed na 1 to sawa. Dapat maging fair ka, Mr. Chair. Pag sinabi mong 2 questions, 2 minutes talaga, you have to stick with it. You're not being fair, Mr. Chair.
I am fair kasi nandito ka sa...
No, kasi nung last time, sabi mo sa akin, 2 questions lamang. Sabi mo 1 question. Sabi ko, tinitipid mo ako, sabi mo 2 questions. And now,